In recent years, One Piece has become a series that is loved on a large global scale. Author Ichiro Oda has many times taken inspiration from world history to use it for his writing in very creative ways, such as actual pirates who've made names for themselves. While it's no surprise the success is warranted, many fans wanted to see if it was possible to bring a fantasy world such as One Piece to life. Technology in the film industry has increased so exponentially in the last couple of decades that Ichiro Oda found it fit to find a production company who could take on such a crazy project. He's turned down multiple companies in the past because he believed the technology wasn't there yet, but finally landing a company in 2017, early work on the One Piece live action could begin. 7 years later, it's 2024 and Season 1 has been out for over a year now, with much success to the series. So much doubt was portrayed on social media with this project, but many new fans came in and have moved on to reading the manga, watching the anime, while waiting for Season 2 to release. Recently, important characters such as Miss All Sunday and Mr. Zero have been cast for the series, as well as a look at what Chopper will look like. At this point in the lifeline of the live-action series, they already built the foundation for a multiple season-long show that doesn't even have a limit to how far they can go. Doing the math on how long it takes to produce TV show seasons, they probably have enough material to work with for the next 2 decades. So what's the goal from here? What are they trying to improve from Season 1 that was already proven to be successful? What Matt Owens and everyone on the production team is doing is to just adapt Oda's vision in the best way possible. No more worrying about dragging new people in and selling them on One Piece. It's about showing how fantastic it gets after Season 1 East Blue. As little as we know about Season 2 and what the future is for this series, the set tour video for it recently gave us a look on how some upcoming iconic locations will look like, and the attention to detail as well as the new stuff they add makes the world building almost better than the original manga. To make physical sets as well as most of the ships is something most fans thought they wouldn't go all in for. There's also no word on the budget for Season 2, but Netflix is definitely putting more money into it because of the success of Season 1. Trusting Matt Owens with the live action has been one of the best decisions for live action remakes in general. Most attempts in the past have been nothing but soulless cash grabs, an attempt to gain hype around a movie with no passion in it. Passion projects tend to be the most successful, with fans loving the material because it stuck close to how the original vision was. The infamous Dragon Ball Evolution movie took only inspiration from the characters in iconic moments. Other than that, it was nothing but corporate slop from the West thinking they could change Dragon Ball into something that was more appealing for American audiences. A rigid past of video game and anime adaptations can luckily set the example on how not to do live actions in the future, and nowadays most live actions don't stray as far from the source material as they once did. The recent Avatar live action was met with very mixed reviews after the Season 1 release changing a lot of the events, with either new ideas or the same idea but with a different approach and order than it happened in the original show. The original creators also dropped from overseeing the project because of these changes, and this is also a good example of a flawed modern adaptation. They are going to adapt the series in 3 seasons, just like the animated show, so they can definitely improve on things that were bad in Season 1 in order to regain the audience that was disappointed in the Avatar live action. One Piece in Season 2 will be the show to completely revolutionize how live action anime is made going forwards. The huge stigma behind live action remakes made initial reactions on the Season 1 trailer very mixed. People had no idea it was going to be a great show. It could very well have been dog shit based on just the trailer. The fishmen also look very different to what most people were expecting. They wanted them to look taller and more threatening. Season 1 could have very well went into the dog shit category if it wasn't for the writing staying very true to the manga. Sure, there's some characters and whole arcs that are removed or changed from the series, but it either improves from the original or they add new material that fits into the canon very well. Take for instance the Garp and Kobe storyline. This is a complete new addition for the One Piece story that makes it more adaptable to a live action series. This storyline's intent was to establish the pirate and marine rivalry more clearly early on, and ensure that the new watchers can know a decent amount of backstory on Luffy, without diving in 350 episodes deep to find out that Garp is his grandpa. For current fans of the anime and manga, some people didn't like this at all, and moved on from the live action very fast. Most people can overlook this change, and enjoy what it has to offer for the new fans who are being introduced to the series like this. Countless people have went from the live action to either the manga or anime, and that is considered success right there. That's what Oda's vision for a live action series was. And currently everyone has moved past Season 1 in anticipation for the next season, and tons of new fans now get to see the live action version of what the Grand Line will be like. This is how Season 2 will change the way TV shows are made. Everyone's tired of corporate slop destroying beloved animated shows and live actions because they're not willing to put in the effort to give it the treatment it deserves. Hollywood's stigma of thinking they know better than the authors has lasted for decades, and they'll realize what makes them more money now is to establish close relations with the author in order to get everything right and to make sure that it's an enjoyable experience for new watchers and fans alike.